This video was recorded in front of a live virtual audience. Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. Today we will be testing out randomly, blindly, samples, little perfume samplets that have been sent to me. You know, if you buy something online or whatever, or if you go in a shop, a perfumery, whatever, you buy something, that just drop those little samples in there. You don't even know what it is. You come home, you open a bag and you're like, huh. Okay, well, so since I've done this already twice now. The first time was a test run, testing out perfumes. You seem to love the segment. You said, do it again, do it again. So last week I did it again. You loved it again. You said, do it again, do it again. So here we go. Week number 3 of testing out random perfumes. Here we go. Before we get to it, I would like to remind you, if you do like my content and my channel, consider subscribing to it. Click and push that subscription button and become a Fashion Bunker family member today. You can also join and become a member of my YouTube channel, get extra perks for that. You can also join me on Patreon, super spelled together. So I would also like to use this opportunity to thank my patrons and my members for having pledged and joined the channel. Thank you guys so much. And I would also like to use the opportunity to thank my co-reviewers in the chat section right now, because I am filming this video live. So I have wonderful people in the chat ready to experience these perfumes blind with me, and I'm going to read you their comments as well. You guys in the chat also, you know, we always do this every week, so please, will somebody take the responsibility to type in, because otherwise, if I start turning on a computer here in front of me, we're going to waste a lot of time. So when I lift a perfume, if somebody could type in, could Google search the ingredients of it, so that would help us a lot to review them, because we don't even know what's this going to be. Time to Musk Up, thank you so much for joining. Yeah, thank you so much for helping out. Time to Musk says, I'll do it. Okay, because that's the thing you love to do. So that's your, okay, good. Okay, so, Warrior Worm, hello, welcome to the chat. Says, hello, I'm a surgeon from the UK. Hello, welcome to the chat. All right, you guys. First perfume. I mean, let's try it out. It is Armani Code Absolue Eau de Parfum. And yeah, so this is the back of it. Let's open it up. Look at that little stick thing shaped bottle. And I'm going to read to you what it says. It says, Armani Code Absolue, the new fragrance for women. Okay, it was super simple. That's all they say. And it is a... It doesn't give us the milliliters, but maybe the bottle says. Let me see. 1.2 mil. Okay, we're gonna spritz it. Here goes nothing. Here goes nothing, you guys. Oh, you know what? Armani Code is nice, says Melly. Yeah. David says too sweet. No, I'm not getting... It reminds me of Oscar de la Renta a little bit. It has that late 80s vibe about it. David says, I don't like it. LOL. Is it Armani Code Absolute for women? It's a beautiful tuberose, says Emilio. Yeah, it's for women. It's not bad, you guys. Mia says, guys, this is a good one. Yeah, carrot seeds, asks Smelly. Wow. Oh, okay, so top notes. Wait, so top notes or top, which one is it? There's 2 times top notes. I had to go back, didn't know it was Perfume. Okay, so we're going to read Patrick's notes. Okay, so top notes. So this is Perfume, you guys. It's a Perfume. Top notes are neroli, ginger, and mandarin orange. Middle notes are tuberose, orange blossom, and jasmine. Base notes are tonka bean, vanilla, and sandalwood. It's not bad. You guys. Ah, really? Simi says, I finished several bottles. I love the original, Simi says. Amelia says, it blooms on the skin. I was shook when I tried it. LOL. Melly says, oh, I love Oscar de la Renta. It has that Oscar de la Renta powdery vibe in the opening. Oh, this is good, you guys. Jam says, oh, Asian Delights, they reformulated it. You know, they always reformulate everything, you guys. But I have the current formulation. It's not bad. Sounds nice. I don't remember trying it. Olfactive Stories says, sounds nice. It's, you know what? Olfactive Stories, it's like, listen, for us perfume heads, it's like we have these special, you know, we smelled so many perfumes at a certain point. You really look for that slight difference in a smell of a perfume, and then you fall in love with it. This one doesn't smell different. It's very pleasing with character. Very expensive hair salon product like Olaplex mixed with Vela products mixed with tuberose. It's good. It's good. It's I think it's easy to wear, and I think it's a crowd pleaser in a good way. It makes people want to come close to you. If you're in that type of mood, if you're in that type of vibe of wanting, you know, attention and you know, this is a good one. But hey, Armani Code Absolu. I say interesting. Let's move to the next one. Excited. Aren't we excited? Ah, girl. Good Girl by Carolina Herrera, New York. This is our next one. Check out the bottle is an actual stiletto. Little pump. Floral bloom. Carolina Herrera, Good Girl. Good God, is she a good girl or what? It's the Eau de Parfum, 1.5 ml. So, yeah. Let's spray this one. So what am I getting? I'm getting Patrick McDonald says, yuck. Cha. Melly says, oh no. Jam says, Kerastase smells divine. I love how Kerastase smells, Jam. You're totally right. I love the smell of Kerastase. Amelia says, another super sweet orange blossom, LOL. Not a fan at all, says Melly. MK says, should give Armani Code a try. Olfactive Stories, as long as it's good, I'm okay. I really enjoyed that last J'adore release. Audrey says, the bottle is hideous with that stiletto. Debbie says, no. Robert says, gonna get shady. Good girl. Patrick McDonald says, this one smells like plastic to me. Melly says, don't like the bottle as well. Patrick says, top notes. Oh, okay, wait, before I read the top notes. Let me spray it, you guys. Oh no, I sprayed it on my hand first. Ew. Whoa! You guys. Holy moly. It almost smells like grapes, like grape juice to me. Mmm. 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 Top note, fig. No, it's not fig. What is it? There's some fruit in here. Okay, let me try to figure it out. Top notes are almond. Top notes almonds. Jeez, Louise. Bergamot, lemon. Mid notes are tuberose, jasmine, sambac, orris, orange blossom, and Bulgarian rose. Base notes are tonka bean, cocoa or cacao, vanilla, praline, sandalwood, amber, musk, cashmere wood, patchouli, cinnamon, and cedar. Like, yeah, guys. I smell some fruits. I smell the grapes that you use to make wine, red wine. It's a special type of grape, tiny little things. They have a very intense smell. The Good Girl bottle looks so cheap, says Antigone. Yeah. Herrera does amazing perfumes, but most bottles are really ugly, says Antigone. Oh, come on. It's, ooh, shit. Oh. God, did it break? I hope not. Could you imagine if this thing leaked in the fashion bunker? And the little vial flew. Really? Is the high heel so ugly to you guys? It's like a sketch of a high heel and then turned into a bottle. And yeah, it's like somebody sketched out a high heel and turned it into a bottle. I don't think it's that ugly. I mean, I get the concept. Yeah, sure. It's not this elegant, what we're used to, sophisticated glass bottle from the 1800s, but yeah, it's trashy, but you know. I don't mind this, you guys. There's something fresh, fruity about this that is rare in perfumes. Oh, time to musk up. Yeah, I was waiting for your ingredients, but you're like, damn, Patrick, you're quick. Like, it seems like my video is delayed by 5 to 10 seconds. Yeah, Patrick was like on it. The second I said the perfume, like the ingredients were up there. I was like, how is that possible? David says, I thought this one had coffee. It does have coffee, right? Because it's in the list, but it's not like the coffee is this thing that dominates it, you know? It's like more... Patrick says, this thing gives me a headache. I don't mind it, you guys. Am I the only one? Daniel says, I love the bottle. Yeah, I like it too. I think it's whimsical, to say the least. Oh, yeah. Jam says, Audrey, Creed bottles are awful to me. I'm also not a fan of the Creed bottles. Factive Story says, I'm not a great fan of this Good Girl line. Perfect example of trying too much. Yeah, but it's not bad. Come on. I mean, I get it. Olfactive Stories, like, you're used to really, really elegant perfumes. And this one is a mass perfume. But for being a mass perfume, it's not bad. I'm Louis says, haha, we love some grape juice perfume by Fruit of the Loom. Oh, yes, we do, honey. Emilio says, it's not that bad, y'all. Right, Emilio? It's not that bad. I kind of like it. It gives me a fun, yeah, like a good girl gone bad type of vibe. You know what I mean? Like, she a good girl, but she naughty at the same time. I don't mind it. I might want to try this one out on my skin one day. By the way, so this one also has tuberose. The first one had tuberose. I was shocked. I never, sorry for like stopping this just for a second, because during the live stream I was talking about hypnotic poison. We always think almonds and vanilla about this. You guys, the main component in the heart is tuberose. I always forget. Hypnotic poison has tuberose in it, just like poison has tuberose in it. But there we smell it out more. Here, this is a tuberose fragrance. Like, just, it hit me today. Again, I was like, I always forget. It's a tuberose, of course. Anyway, sorry, back to Good Girl. Robert says, in real life, it's ugly. No, I love that bottle, says I'm Louis. I like it too. I don't mind the little stiletto. MK says, yes, the bottle is tacky. Guys, I don't mind this at all. Antigone says, it's difficult to store, the bottle. To me, it's a Louboutin perfume, LOL. Yeah. I wouldn't even wear that shoe, says Melly. Oh my God. It is a headache-inducing perfume. Not to me, it's not. The heel is pure class in a Yorkshire accent. Yeah, see me? Sophistication. Audrey says, the heel bottle looks like Betty Boop's shoes. Yeah, it does a little bit. I don't know if Betty Boop had such a big heel, but yeah, we're there. Time to musk up, says Patrick's got the inside scoop, LOL, and can type quicker. The heel bottle looks like Helen says, never dare to smell it, as the bottle is so ugly. Oh my God, you guys, we cannot. Listen, I know we're all like very judgy about these things, but we have to exercise trying to be less snobby. because it's easy to judge. It really, listen, I don't want any one of you now being like, no, that's not, you know, we're all very quick to judge. You know, we all are. None of us is a saint, okay? But we really got to exercise. I'm the first one, guilty as charged, guilty as charged. I'm the first one to see something. I'm like, ew, guilty as charged. But sometimes we really got to learn to not judge a book by its cover. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. And I know we're like, our nerves are at the limit. I know we're like, we have no patience left. I know it just takes a little bit like this and we're like completely ticked off. I know this is the world we live in. But I'm like, okay, if we didn't know what this was, this perfume, we didn't see the bottle, nothing, and just smelled it for, you know, like without knowing anything about the name of it or anything, it's not bad. Just saying. Just saying. But then back to judging. Back to the shade. Well, glad you like it, Dacob, says Melly. Like, well, glad you like it, Dacob. Antigone says, the problem is there are here in Germany some really cheap perfumes, around $3, that have the shape of a stiletto. Maybe I'm traumatized because those sell really bad. You see, this is Carolina Herrera, dude. This is the good stuff. I don't mind it. I stand by my nostrils. And of course, I'm going to re-smell all of these little paperlets when we're done with the perfumes. When we're done with these 5, I'm going to go through them once again, let them linger a little bit on their little paper and see how they develop. But let's move to number 3. Oh, Amy's here. Oh, hi, Amy. Welcome to the stream, Amy. Hello, hello, Amy. Welcome. Melly says, no, I'm really glad you like it. I'm just really picky. Okay, the next one. Cha. Are you alive? Because if you're alive, you have to smell Alive by Boss, Hugo Boss. Alive. Eau de Parfum. So I guess this is for the chicks. Alive, Eau de Parfum by Hugo Boss. This is the inside of it. This is how the bottle looks like when you're alive. This is how the bottle looks like when you're alive. And I'm going to read to you the text. A joyful fragrance, perfectly capturing the passion and determination of the boss woman. Sparkling apple, captivating vanilla, and vibrating wood notes exude confidence and femininity. So this little thing is 1.2 mil. Who's going to be the quickest to... Oh, the top notes. Oh my God, Patrick, you already got the notes. You guys. Patrick says, never even heard of this one. Melly says, no, I'm going to be judgy. I'm going to be judgy. Audrey says, what a stupid name. Melly says, no. Okay, Patrick says, top notes are Madagascar vanilla, plum, apple, cinnamon, and black currant. Middle notes are thyme and jasmine sambac. Base notes are cedar, woodsy notes, olive tree, and sandalwood. It all repeats. Each one of these 3 has sandalwood in the base notes. Each one of them has like vanilla. Okay. Doesn't smell like anything. Ah, okay, now it's there. Huh. This smells like something from the 80s. Very, very alcoholic. Like opening is just like alcohol. Before like you can even get to the smell, there's just like alcohol evaporating from it. So Amy says, never heard of this one, LOL. Robert is asking our little bot, 8-ball, is Alive any good? Not sure, Robert. So, oh my God. Amelia says, spray this one on and I'll make sure you stay alive in this lockdown. Cha. Debbie says, the flanker is dead. The flanker to alive is dead. The sample is already dead. So I dare not think how the flanker would be on this one. Simi says, I'm over, boss. It's a 2020 release, it looks like. Time to Musk Up says. Audrey Jane says, olfactive. Jam says, don't knock it till you tried it. Amelia says, oh, Plum, watch this actually turn out to be good, LOL. I mean, oh, you know, the thing is, so when I sprayed it, right, alcohol, it's just like alcohol evaporating in your face. Very delicate, very subtle, very, very, very light. I think this one needs more time. I hope they didn't do the ISO-E shit in this one. Oops, I said the S word. Because it feels like it's non-existent. But the alcohol is going away, and as the alcohol is fading out, I do sense a bit of sweetness in there. But let's leave this. I mean, for now, it's just literally meh. It's like I would never, ever even consider buying this, but let's just leave it. Maybe it needs like it's 10 minutes. Let's just leave it together here, and then I'm going to get back to it a bit later because we got to do number 4. Oh, you guys. I think this is the female version. Let me see the bottle. I think it is. Yeah. So it's the Viktor and Rolf Flowerbomb. Viktor and Rolf Flowerbomb. Eau de Parfum version. I'm going to open it so we can see the actual crazy hairdo and bottle design. So we got Viktor and Rolf Flowerbomb Eau de Parfum. 1.2 mil. Now, a lot of you know this one, obviously, because this is one of them, they're famous ones. One of them, they're perfumes you want to spray. You want to spray it on while you're at the ranch. My goodness, the worst perfume in history, says Emilio. Well, that then warrants trying. Melly says, no. Amelia says, hate this one. Debbie says, oh, God. Robert says, meh. Melly says, I agree, Emilio. Yuck. David says, Flowerbomb is another sweet chuli. Sorry, this just disappeared. Davidson, Tiago says, okay, Flowerbomb is another sweet chuli. Audrey says, it gave me a headache when I sprayed this. Rich Mitch says, the bunker is going to smell like a tarts handbag. I'm Louis says, let the snubs go crazy and go. Helen says, thought I was the only one not to like it, but huh? Amelia says, it's so sickly sweet, it makes my stomach turn. And Patrick delivers the notes. All right, so before I spray, let me read the notes. The notes are tea, bergamot, and osmanthus. Mid notes are orchid, jasmine, rose, freesia, and African orange flower. Base notes are patchouli and musk. So nothing really special there, but what Chanel perfume does this remind us of? You guys. Oh, Simi says, good night, Dacob and the gang. I'm tired, need bed. Love you guys. Love you too, Simi. Have a wonderful night. Sleep well. Audrey says, headache bomb. Robert's like, why is the flower bomb so whack? MK, do Viktor and Rolf still design? I think they do. I'm not so sure. I think they do. Debbie says, huge samples they give of awful juice. Patrick says, haven't smelled this one, but I've heard it's similar to La Vie est Belle, which all I can say about it is it's a perfume that smells. Oh, the shade. The shade. David says, I think Olivier Polch had his hands on this one. Oh, guys, who Yeah, who made this one? Can somebody Google who actually made, did Olivier Polge really make it? Smells like a group of 13-year-olds in the mall. Amelia says literally everywhere. It was constantly in the air. So annoying. David says it's not terrible. Patrick says it smells like chocolate to me after a minute of spraying. Lucas says I remember buying a copy of Elle magazine a few years ago, which had quite a powerful smell. Checked it recently, and it was Flowerbomb. Melly says eau fraîche. No. Audrey says it had massive projection, this one. Lucas says there was a paper sample in it. Candy Fluff smells like Coco Mademoiselle in the dry down. There's something else in here. Well, guess who made it, Dacob? Olivier Polge was one of the many cooks. Oh, so Patrick says Olivier Polge made it with Carlos Benaim, Domitil Michelin Berthier, and Dominique Ropion. No way, Dominique Ropion is behind this one too? Cha. Perfumers, Olivier Polge, Carlos. Girl. Factory Stories. I thought it was Dominique Ropion. Well, he's in it. Oh, sorry, I kicked the mic, you guys. Sorry about that. They do still design. My friend walked their runway pre-COVID. Oh, shit, I said it. Early last year. Damn, I shouldn't have said that. Candy Fluff, exactly. Does it remind you of Elisable Le Parfum? Maybe... You know, it has hints of Gabrielle. And maybe a little bit of residue of Coco Mademoiselle as well in there, like you said, guys. But unlike all of y'all's, I'm not hating it. Oh, there you go, says Melly. Aren't they behind a lot of Frederic Malle perfumers? Like the list of perfumers responsible for this? No, Jacob, it's hard, says Emilio. Melly says Gabrielle. Time to Moscow says Santal by Elisab is nice. Put it on your skin, Jacob, says Debbie. No, Jacob, says Melly. I mean, it's on my finger because... I mean, it's not like, oh my God, it's the worst thing in this one. It's not terrible. I mean, we've smelled in the past week some terrible perfumes, but this one, it's weird that so many perfumers were kind of involved in the creation of this one, when this one actually smells quite simple to me. What does it remind me of? There's something this thing smells of. Maybe it'll hit me. Maybe it'll hit me. Amy says, Elisab Le Parfum is so elegant, I don't think they compare. Miranda says, when I hear Viktor and Rolf, I think of the 2005 show when they had Tori Amos perform. Audrey says, it just reminds me of adolescence. Melly says, it is tricking you. Debbie says, it's obnoxious. I'm Louis says, don't you need coffee beans or something in between sniffs? No, I'm Louis, I don't. My nose can smell thousands different nuances. It never stops. Jam says, Dacob, do you like Terre d'Hermes? When it was first released, yes. Then I got bored of it. Now I'm like, I think it's a bit overrated as a perfume. But I did enjoy it for a while. Yeah, but I got tired of it really soon. Patrick says, apologies for making you say the word that can't be said. Should have caught myself before typing it. It's all right, Patrick. Paul says, is it like Fantasy by Britney Spears? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe it doesn't smell bad on paper, but try wearing it. Maybe it's been reformulated and watered down. Diego says, the person who wear this perfume wear a 19 bag too. LOL. Oh my God, you guys, the shade. Time to musk up. Ethyl maltol is probably what's making it so sweet. Amelia says, it reminds you of Belle de Jour. Oh, it's in the same lane as that one. Yeah, maybe. Maybe it does have a little bit of Belle de Jour. You're so right, Emilio. But Belle de Jour is much more sophisticated and elegant. Belle de Jour is more cool. This one sizzles a bit. My colleague used to wear it all the time. Flowerbomb and Chance au Tendre, says Olfactive Stories. No, not Belle de Jour, says Melly. Belle de Jour I like. Oh, you guys. Wait, let me put it back in its little house. It is not loved by the perfume community in the fashion bunker. I'm sorry, Flowerbomb, but you are a flower bomb, as the word says. Okay, and the last one in the bag. Are we going there? We're going there. Allure Homme Sport Chanel Eau de Toilette. And this is a 1.5 ml sample. Sport, ew, says Paul Parker. Amelia says, oh, child, not the sport. Jam says, I like this one. It's boring, though. Robert says, ha, 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 ha. The snobbery of it all, says I'm Louis. We're actually snobbing a Chanel perfume right now, you guys. Patrick says, top notes. Oh, my God, you're so quick. Top notes are orange, sea notes, whatever that means, dead fish on the seashore, aldehydes, and blood mandarin. Middle notes are pepper, neroli, and cedar. Base notes are tonka bean, vanilla, white musk, amber, vetiver, and elemi resin. So we got the elemi from Sauvage entering Allure Homme Sport. Audrey says, I hope you've stored your beautiful Chanel bag away in its golden tomb from all these scents. Yes, it's protected. It's stored away, Audrey. Patrick says, aldehydes and tonka. With more tonka. Debbie says, this is decent on my skin, actually. Lori says, was hoping it would be the extreme. Is it the extreme, though? No, it's not. It's the regular. Do not like this one, says Melly. Candy Fluff says, so Patrick is from the future or something. I know he's so fast at typing these. Olfactive Source says, I like that one. My Father Fragrance. Lucas says, is the O Extreme any good? I don't wear it, but I'm leaving it up to you guys. Somebody maybe in the chat is wearing it and knows more about it. Jam says, does anyone know if Terre d'Hermès was reformulated? If so, is it still good? It probably has been, but I don't know. Amelia says, Jacques Paul should have kept this one for himself. Paul Parker says, sport. How layman. Helen French says, Raji smile. Okay, dead fish on the seashore, says Miranda. It could be, because what's the C note? Could be a dead sea on the seashore. David says, I don't like how the C notes translate. Smells of beau. Olfactive Stories says, I love wearing the Blanche edition. Helen French says, Dacob, do you remember Womanity? Did you like it? I love Womanity, Helen. I bought Womanity. I shall review Womanity. I will review Womanity. I will review Womanity. And I like it a lot. David says, however, I like this one better than Extreme. Lucas says, I like the Blanche too, only Allure I have for now. Huh. David says, original Allure Homme is the best. I love it too. Patrick says, Edition Blanche is the only Allure I like. Daniel says, does anyone know if Hermes perfumes are sold in the Hermes boutiques? Yes, they are. But depends how big the boutique is. They might not have a full range of them. Heidelberger says, Terre d'Hermès is still the same, a classic manly perfume for businessmen. Amelia says, by sea notes, they mean aquatic notes. Oh, aquatic notes. So a dead fish on the seashore? With a bit of algae on it? Jam says, Dacob, do you wear Enfleur de Chanel? Jam, I love Enfleur de Chanel. I wear it very rarely because I only have one bottle of 35 ml and it's a discontinued perfume. So once that bottle is empty, it's gone forever. So I'm like very, very, very sparingly using it. I would tune into a review of Humanity too, says Candy Fluff. Okay, okay. We're going to review Humanity. Helen says, thank you, Dacob. Daniel says, Oh, thank you, Tim. K. Antigone says, yes, the original is amazing. Number 19, Poudre is my favorite, says Am. Welcome to the chat, by the way. David says, body odor. Oh, it smells like body odor. Really? Okay. So MK says to Daniel, in the antipodes, Hermes is very stingy when it comes to samples and freebies. Nothing can compare to Chanel. Really? I have received always incredible samples from Hermes perfumes. They would drop the 4 mils, the 8 mils, a lot of sample. Hermes to me was always, and I never buy a lot there, huh? No, never. But they're always super giving. So depends on the experiences. Okay, we're gonna spritz it, you guys. What are we doing here? Allure Homme Spot. Really? Oh no. I mean, you guys. Meh. Meh, 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 meh. I need the ingredients again, please. Sorry, Patrick. I know you're like, you posted it like half an hour ago, the notes, but... Okay, I scrolled. Okay, I see them. Top notes: orange, the dead fish on the sea, aldehydes, blood of mandarin, pepper, mid notes, neroli, cedar, base notes, tonka, vanilla, white musk, amber, vetiver, and elemi. Yeah. No. It's like aggressive, generic aggressive smell to me. Could be the pepper that bites. Dead fish in the sea. Dead fish by the sea, David. Yeah. Robert says, yeah, I switched to the Chance line just after, says Lucas. Just meh, says Robert. Sorry, yeah. Actually, it's pronounced S-P-O-R without the T. Helen says, we know, Dacob. About what? I missed the part of the chat. Yeah, I switched to the Chance. Okay, generic aggressive. Exactly, Helen French says. It's generic aggressive. Yeah, it feels... Leave the sport colognes for DL babes. What are DL babes? Jam says, Antigone, I'm lucky I have not fell in love with a discontinued fragrance thus far. Antigone says, maybe you have to do sports while wearing it. Maybe then the smell develops into a nice smell. Maybe it's there to cover up the sweat and the hormonal stuff that goes with it. I have the Allure Homme Sport Cologne. Used to love it 2 years ago. Now I can't stand it. Back then I hated number 5. Now it's my favorite fragrance. Maybe age and growing up. Definitely evolution. By the way, I don't know if your name is Elvialo or Ivalo. Welcome to the chat, by the way. I think it has to do with maturing and changing and just not even like becoming older in terms of your age, but just maturing your olfactory senses, you know, so you become more susceptible to finer nuances. And so perfumes like this one, frankly, don't have many of those finer nuances. You kind of grow out of them quicker because they don't keep you guessing as much. No, I'm not saying it's a bad one. It's just not me at all, Robert says, I don't get the sport labeling anyway. MK says, someone is trying to sell me a 75ml bottle of Enfleur de Chanel for 200 euro. Is it overpriced? Yes, it is. But considering that you got thousands of samples for free of Le Lion, that's how I think about things. If I get a lot of samples for free, then I'm thinking, okay, well, then it's like I'm paying a little bit for those samples back by paying the 200 for a perfume that is super rare. So in a way, it's fine. You know what I mean? Yes, Allure Homme not sport, girl. Amelia says, on the down low, down low, Debbie says, in case you're interested. Heidelberger says, David says, yuck. Helen says, Okay, everybody's seeing each other. Deco, what was your first Chanel perfume? Number 5. Chanel number 5, the Eau de Parfum. So yeah. Do you get rotten eggs smell from this one? No. Debbie says, it went heavy cedar on me, which I was fine with. Time to musk up. Designers are very boring for me. They all smell the same. Only designers in the lower range I like is Dior, Chanel, and Hermes. Number 19 is my first Chanel, says Melly. What a wonderful perfume. I mean, it's okay, but it's like, it's okay. It's really not worthy of a Chanel, though, to be honest with you. All right, those are the 5 we've tested. Let me now re-smell them quickly and see if there's any final verdicts to change or to modify, or if something surprised us in any way. Armani Code Absolu Eau de Parfum. Oh, this one is amazing. It also reminds me a bit of Classique by Gautier. It has a bit of Classique in there. Very, very beautiful. Armani Code Absolu. Really, really beautiful. Don't know how it would turn on the skin. Doesn't matter, but this is a nice one, you guys. Who makes Armani perfumes? Oh, it's Sedex. So it's L'Oreal, isn't it? Should be L'Oreal. Okay, Good Girl. The stiletto, the Carolina Herrera stiletto. It is what it is, you guys. The dry down, it's not. I still get that little red wine grape in there. It's okay. I'm still not hating it, but I would never buy it. And now in the dry down, I'm getting that synthetic cheapness that screeches with me, that Armani doesn't have, by the way. Armani's flowing smooth, which is good. Herrera is going a little bit into that screechy note, but it's still fine. Is Alive Still Alive or Dead by Hugo Boss? Now this one is quite conceptual. It turned... It's very breezy. It's a very breezy scent. It's not bad, but nothing I would crave to have on my skin. It's a bit too bland. It's a breezy bland with hints of plum. Just hints of plum, but not enough to be plum. So no purchase for me for that one, and no purchase for Carolina Herrera. Maybe Armani Code is a maybe purchase for me. Viktor and Rolf, Flowerbomb. The more I smell it, the more it reminds me of Chanel. Something. Gabrielle mixed with Coco Mademoiselle, I guess. Wait, does this have patchouli in it? Does Viktor and Rolf Flowerbomb have patchouli in it? Because, I'm asking because right now, it's come to a point where it's starting to smell quite similar to Madonna's Like a Prayer album when it first came out in the 80s, when it had that incensey patchouli smell, because they perfumed the record. David says, yes, it has patchouli. Yeah. Okay. So this is the thing, you guys. This one, if you want a little, don't spray it on your skin, spray it on a tissue paper, and then let it dry a little. And then lift it up. And for those of you who want a blast from the past, for those of you who still remember the original first edition of Madonna's Like a Prayer album, they were scented. Each one of those papers, the inlays of the album were scented with the patchouli. It's supposed to smell like church. This is where it's at. It has hints of that. It reminded me of Madonna's Like a Prayer. So it brings back fond memories to me. But I understand if you don't like it. On the skin, it's probably would be different, but on paper, it gives us a bit of those Madonna 80s vibes, which we like. Melly says, I'll never get that album then, LOL. Oh, come on, Melly. But also, they don't perfume it anymore. They're not going to spend that money no more, girl. They're going cheap. That album is just pressed on paper now. They're not going to perfume it. Tons of patchouli. It's okay. On paper, it's fine. Interesting. It just triggered a memory of like a prayer. So Melly's very judgy today. Yes, I've sensed. I'll never get that album. All right, you said that. Maybe, but I love it even though it is overwhelming. Dacob, that comment about Madge's album makes me wonder how old you are. Well, first of all, that album, you can still buy it today. And it's still perfumed if you buy the vintage today. Why is it still perfumed? Because that it's a plasticky paper that was scented through and through. And when you buy a vintage Like a Prayer record today, it's going to be still smelling that way. So you can't really guess my age from that comment alone. But you tried. Nice try, though. I'll never get that album. I'm reading the message for the third time. So Amelia says, I have a vintage LAP, Like a Prayer CD with the HIV awareness letter. Oh, yes, I have the awareness letter too. I have the awareness letter. That was amazing. Heidelberg says, yes, it's absolutely perfect. I like it much better than Coromandel. Ha! There you have it. Audrey says, no, AMK, I thought Dacob was in his 20s? 20s, yes. 1920s. It's a secret. Age is just a number anyway. I'm telling you, it all depends. It all depends what time frame we consider. Because I do say I'm a vampire. You do know I am over 300 years old. So from that point of view, what are you going to do? It's all about how old was I when I was turned into a vampire? Because that's the age you maintain physically for the rest of your life. So that's the real question here. Oh, Robert! Yes, the bottle has filled up. Woo! Look at that, you guys. Robert's bottle just got even fuller. So cool. When I first smelled Coromandel, I was like, kind of nice. Then I smelled Le Lion, and I was like, whoa, what the heck, right? Yeah, Le Lion is a totally different ballpark altogether. And buy it now, you guys, because I have a sneaky suspicion they're going to reformulate it ASAP, because the shit that it's in that juice, it's expensive, and they're not going to keep it that high class for long. So get your perfumes now before Le Lion gets tamed. No, before the lion becomes a pussycat. She snapped. Dacob is like Karl Lagerfeld. We'll never know. We'll never know. Listen, I am... how dare you? I am younger. No, I'm older than Karl. Because, as I said, over 300 years. I hit the microphone again. Sorry, you guys. But yeah, Patrick says, damn you, autocorrect. Oh, what happened with the autocorrect? He's a vampire, remember? Vampire. Dacob is in his 20s, darling. Thank you, Emilio. Thank you. He's wise behind his ears, says Candy Fluff. Here. I got Le Lion. I sent it back because the box was all messed up inside, but have another bottle on order. Okay, that's good. Okay, now let me smell for the last time Allure Homme Sport. When it dried down a little, it's fine. It almost has a paper smell type of quality. Like there's a dryness to it that is sophisticated. You can't say it's not, but it's okay. But I would never buy it. But I understand it's a Chanel perfume. Okay, but I wouldn't buy it. No. No. Flowerbomb. Yeah, Emilio, it is Belle de Jour. It's Belle de Jour mixed with a lot of different things. A little bit of Madonna's, like a prayer album, but definitely more Belle de Jour. It's really drying down to Belle de Jour, and hints of Coco Mademoiselle. But it's very much Belle de Jour by Christian Dior. Do I have it here? Here it is, you guys. I love Belle de Jour. It's much nicer than Flowerbomb. It smells more like better ingredients were used in it. Yeah. It's Belle de Jour. It's Belle de Jour. And it's dusty because I haven't used it for a while. Poor little baby. Okay. Now it's clean again. Yeah. Yeah. Flowerbomb and Belle de Jour. Sisters from another mister. Yeah. Okay, so the only one that wins kind of like potential purchase, Armani Code Absolu. Oh. Oh my God. It has that old school Classique vibe, like the first edition of Classique. Who's the... Is it the same guy who did Classique in this one? What is it, the Chevalier or what? Melly says, will you buy Code by Armani? I'm not sure yet. I'm going to test it, you know, when the live stream is over. I'm going to spray it on my skin as well and then see how it develops there. But on paper, it works for me. It works. Belle de Jour is so good. It is. It's really that good. No, it can't be. Belle de Jour is great. My nose is not working then, LOL, says Melly. Well, you don't like Belle de Jour? You said you like Belle de Jour. Brother from another mother. Okay, sold, said Candy Fluff. Heidelberger says, oh, and by the way, for those of you contemplating buying Ambre Nuit by Dior, I did order it last week, and it was abhorrent. Nothing like the juice I smelled back in Paris 8 years ago. They have reformulated it. But you guys, you can buy this. Buy this without thinking twice. This is still good. They will reformulate it in 2021. Because there's new regulations coming in, so get this just made in 2020 while you can. Au noir. So Ambre Nuit, no, but also Ambre Nuit, you could get it in smaller bottles. This one you can only get in 250 ml. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. Dior does not compare to Chanel, says Heidelberger. They're different. They're different. I love them both. Listen, Chanel could never do a hypnotic poison. Never. Never, ever, ever. Or a poison. But Dior could never do a Chanel number 5. They're very different. Dior could never do a Chanel number 19. Never. Never. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for your chat, for the shade, for the love. It was great to review perfumes. Hopefully we get to do it again soon. Remember to subscribe to my channel here on YouTube if you haven't already. And if you haven't, just push that subscription button. You can also follow me on Instagram. Super Dacob all spelled together, but you can also follow me on my Chanel dedicated Instagram profiles. One is called Coco Chanel is in my house, dedicated to my collection and Chanel's brand of today, and the other one Coco Chanel Privé, dedicated to Chanel's life. And then, yeah, you could become a member. Join today and become a member of the Fashion Bunker and get extra perks. You could also join me on Patreon, become a patron. Super Dacob all spelled together on Patreon. Here on the side, you get to see the names of all the patrons and members who are helping, who have helped and who are helping support the Fashion Bunker. Thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. This means the world to me because thanks to you guys, slowly but surely we get to finance bit by bit whatever happens in the bunker, buying a new cable, new connection, microphone, light, adding new perks, new elements, software, everything. Literally every step of the way, the growth is happening thanks to you guys. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. And also thank you so much to all my co-conspirators in the chat section, in the live chat section for giving out the wonderful vibes and co-reviewing all the products with me. It's so much fun. And also the shade. I mean, a little bit of shade is good too. So we got all of these perfumes today. Who knows what next week will bring? But it will bring something, that's for sure. So stay tuned for next week's blind testing of perfumes, whatever they will be. It's going to be a surprise for all of us. I don't know. I just want to reiterate one last thing before we end it, and just that's saying, like, you know, as I said at the beginning of this video, it's like we have this tendency of being very judgmental very quickly and snobby in a way, which is fine. It's also fun and funny. It's a kind of internal gag that we also have, but I really think we have to kind of also learn a little bit to be a little bit more not judging the book by its cover. I'm the first one, again, guilty as charged, who does it, but like, sometimes these perfumes might surprise us. Carolina Herrera. Yeah, okay, it doesn't really surprise us, but I don't know, it still has a little bit of zestiness in there that maybe I would have never even considered sniffing if I had just seen the bottle on its own. You know what I mean? Just saying, just saying, just saying. All right, you guys, I love you all so much. Until next time, never forget to never give up on love. See you soon. Take care. Bye.